Hello everybody and welcome back to City Skylines, where last episode we created this monstrosity. And so that's wonderful. And this episode we're going to continue heading down this hill and finish out this area over here and work on filling in all of this. However, before we get to that, we've got a small dead people problem over here. I'm not entirely sure what's going on over here. Like, we've got several crematoriums in this region, right? But it feels like, I don't know, maybe they're sending the hearses to go pick things up over here? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and just drop ourselves another crematorium up in this area over here, like so. And that will hopefully help with that little problem. In the meantime, while we find out if that does or not, we can go ahead and take this highway directly down over here, and we want to get this as low... Oh, I want to be on lowest elevation step. As low as we possibly can while still making it over this highway. About like that. Now that sloped too steep on this side. So we're going to need to be up one elevation step over here as well. Now we don't actually need off-ramps over here. So that's fine. So let's just go ahead and bring this over here, and I think this elevation step is low enough, honestly. Yeah, we're able to connect in there at the same height. So I now want that slope too steep, so we'll go up one elevation step. I now want to connect this in over here. I just want to make sure that these are roughly the same height, and they look like they are to me. That space already occupied, so we're probably going to need to take this back a little bit, perhaps to here. Like that. Okay, now let's see if we can do some more standard on-off ramps over here. That slope too steep, even if we swing it... Oh, actually we could swing it to there. So that's fine. It's just plain too steep over on this side, though. Even if we run it like this? I mean, we could run it like this. And maybe just for the sake of making it look approximately symmetrical, we should do it like that. Okay, so these are actually inverse directionality, aren't they? We want to be going the other way. So we want to be going like this. Except this one should be an on-ramp. So we need to flip this around. There we go. Excellent. And then we'd have this over here being the off-ramp. We can connect it there. So I guess that works. I mean, it's functional. Which, honestly, given the grade that we're working with here, is better than I expected. Okay, so there's this done. Now, are we going to attempt to have on-off ramps over here? Maybe we should. I mean, we have them over here right now. We don't have them over here. Although we could probably get them, realistically. And this is highway. On-ramp. This is not road. But we would take this out of here like this. Yeah, we could probably go through and do that. And that's probably something that we want to do, but I'm going to unpause the game while working on this because, and we're going to have highway pillar issues the whole way through, and some slope issues to boot. But I'm going to unpause the game because we definitely need to be getting more demand for things. So let's go ahead and work a little bit on smoothing out this area. So let's use the big brush. Excellent. I'm just going to slowly work our way around over here, trying to get rid of all of the more egregious cliffs. Yeah, this is actually working pretty well, all things considered. And it's a little on the expensive side, but I just want to make this a much more smooth grade, much like we did over here. So I'm just focusing on these areas where we can easily move the land a little bit. And we might need a little bit more soil fill in over, say, here. We'll probably need more soil fill. And then we may need a little bit over here as well. I'll just dump most of the remainder of our soil, and we'll keep that amount. There we go. And we'll go back to smoothing. And the smooth tool seems to work best when you're not doing like this, but rather when you're just gently using it like this. It definitely helps matters a whole lot. And also when you focus on either the top or the bottom of the cliff. That seems to be the way to make this happen. Okay, we're probably going to need to move this guy. Do we need to move it right now? I mean, we kind of don't, but I'll move it over there just to be on the safe side. Okay. There we go. Excellent. So, we still have... Oh, this is a pretty cliffy spot over here. And this over here is still a bit cliffy. So let's go ahead and get this out of here for now and try to get this line relatively straight.
I really like being a radio host, but if
Something along the lines of this. And this is going quite well, actually.
I'm not sure how I can
So we'll get this out of here a little bit, try to smooth this out, make that just a little bit more rounded. Excellent. Now this is just top tier exciting content. But I mean, it's something that has to be done. That said, once it starts getting to be nighttime, this is going to be very difficult, and it's going to be getting there pretty soon, so we're probably going to want to do something else overnight. So we'll just do this for a little bit longer until the sun starts to go down. And I mean, we're making great progress over here, all things considered. Okay. So I mean, this is still quite a steep slope, but I mean, it's quite a steep slope over here too, but we managed to make it work. That's the important thing.
This is Cities Radio, home of music.
Okay. Is that good for over here? I don't really like this area. That said, this area isn't exactly the most important for what we're looking at doing just yet. We can definitely move the hill out this way a little bit, just make this a little bit more gradual over here. And overall, it looks like this is pretty close, except for maybe right here, to as gradual as we're gonna get. I mean, we can continue filling this in for a while yet, but this is probably pretty much close enough. So let's go ahead and take this highway over, or rather this road over, and I want to take it to, say, right here. And then we'll just start... Actually, we need to not be blocking up this way. We need to be blocking it out this way. So we actually need to take this out, and I'll just do it like this. So that's one block. That was one square too many. 2, 3, 4, 5. So then this block would be a 960 block, like so. Like that. Okay. And then we don't need... That slope too steep, huh? Okay. Well, we can take this road out of here at this point. We can recreate that. Then we can just see if we can't smooth this even more. I mean, I do expect there to be a bit of a steep slope here. We just might have to add a little more fill in some of these areas. Maybe. We take that to there, and then it becomes slope too steep. Even if we connect all the way down. I mean, this is space already occupied, obviously, but... I wonder... are we able to do this anywhere over here? We can here. Okay. So this road would exist here. And that is the differential we're looking at. Interesting. I mean, that is quite steep. There's no doubt about that. Let me take this out of here a little bit. I just want to do something like that and see if we can't connect it all the way down. Okay, we absolutely can. Fantastic. So that's perfect. I'm going to do the same thing over here. See if we can't just do this. Excellent. I'm going to take this out of here too. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I mean, we're going to have slope too steep over here. But what if we were to connect it all the way to here? Nope. Okay. Also, that's off. Is it this that's off, or is it us that's off? It's off at this point. It's off over here. This is still a little bit off. Still a little bit off. This is basically right on. Huh. I think this is just terrain weirdness. I don't think we're actually off over here. At least that's my theory. Okay, let's try to smooth this out a little. And we'll see if we can't get some additional roadage in over here. I'm assuming this is still not going to work. Yep. As expected. So we could connect that in there. And we can connect this in here. Now, if we were to smooth some of this area out... I mean, I fully expected developing this side of this mountain would be very difficult, which is one of the reasons why we're leaving this alone. Also, I just like the natural kind of rugged look of this area. Whereas back here, I'm just like, yeah, we can develop it. I guess it's fine. It's hidden behind itself. If that makes any sense whatsoever. Okay, so we can grade up this area for sure. And then it's over here where we're having some steepness issues. Yeah. Get rid of this road for now. And I kind of wonder, what if we were to take this all out of here? Like so. Just build it like this. That slope too steep as well. Okay, fair enough. As is that. And this is as well. Okay, I'm going to take all that out of there just for now. We did get this area put in, so that's, you know, slightly beneficial. But I just want to see if we can make this any more smooth. If we can't get this with smoothness, we're going to have to put some fill in. I would prefer not to put in fill, but it's not the end of the world if we have to. I mean, we can grab some from, say, over here. That was actually filling in. I want it to grab soil. Like this. This is the way I want to be going. Okay, let's grab some soil here. Okay, now we have plenty of soil. We just... I think we just have to put some fill in over here. So I'm going to go at this height, and we're just going to place in just a little bit of fill, and then we'll smooth all this out. Okay. Now notice when you smooth it, it doesn't really use any of the soil. Like, it doesn't pick up the soil very much anyway. It does with some of it, but it's mostly just moving it and making it more smooth. Although, interestingly, it does give us a refund. Okay, so with a little bit of fill in here, we'll just go ahead and get this smoothed out as much as we can. The night is almost over, so we're going to be able to eyeball this a little bit better here pretty soon. And I mean, we've still put in almost a full bar of soil here, so. Now we are starting to pick up soil now, so I do want to see, I mean, that slope too steep, obviously. Of course it would be. We can take this to here. Then I'm wondering, maybe if we get that out of there. No, we can't connect over here just yet. Maybe if we get this out of here. Hey! Excellent. Now this did create a bridge right here. I don't want there to be a bridge right here. Can we connect this in without the bridge? Well, that sloped too steep. Well, this is a bridge as well. Yeah, I don't want that. Okay, I want that connected in there. That created a bridge again. That sloped too steep. However, I'm willing to bet, because that dropped down, right? Okay, I think we need to smooth out this area a little bit more. Yeah, that's pretty dramatic there. We've got some space here that we can fill in nicely. There we go. Let's take this back out of here. And we're just going to continue filling this in a little bit. Now, of course, we've got a bit of a cliff that we've made over here, but that's okay. We can get rid of that later on. So let's just see if we can't take this in. Okay, that works. That works as well. Excellent. So it looks like that did the trick. And now we've got another block to do over here. Of course, we're going to have some slope too steep in this area. We're going to need to take this road completely out for right now. Going to put this back in like so. And we're going to need this right here for this particular block. And of course, this is still slope too steep right here. That is to be expected. I'm just going to go ahead and smooth this a little bit. Right through here. Excellent. Let's try running this road out like this. Okay. So we can do this, but we can't do that. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Well, this is rather more terraforming than I was hoping this would take. And that doesn't even take into account this, which is going to be exciting. I don't know, we may want to actually lower this whole area. Probably not an awful idea. We'll tackle that after we're done with this section, I think. That's not a particularly useful thing to do right now, in my opinion. So we'll take that out 960. Excellent. So this is fine. This is not fine. We can build it over here, though. We can't do that just yet, so let's take this section out. Let's just see about smoothing this a little bit. We may need some fill over here. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, that works. Now we're sloped too steep over here. So I'm just going to try to smooth this out a little bit. I want to push in this cliff as well if we can. We can get away with that. Or maybe just redo this road again. Yeah, that's too steep. But hypothetically, what happens if we extend this out here? That's still too steep. Fair enough. It's pretty steep. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so I'm going to take this out of here quick. And that works, but it builds a bridge down over here. Same thing on this side, which is not exactly what I want. The slope too steep all the way until it connects in over here, at which point it becomes a bridge. Let's try taking this section out as well for the time being. Okay. What happens if we just get rid of the bridge now? This is at the correct place, isn't it? It absolutely is. Okay, whatever. So, I mean, I guess this is kind of cheesy, but that'll work. Oh, this is a little too far. So that's actually not going to work. But that will. Yeah, that slope too steep. Maybe we can keep pulling this same trick. Nope. No, we cannot. Fair enough. Okay, so let's take this over to here. Let's get this rebuilt a little bit. Actually, I don't think I got quite the right angle that I wanted there. Excellent. And in the meantime, I mean, we've made some progress over here. This was always going to be a pretty big project. Let's check in on the state of the perennial traffic jam. I mean, it could be worse. It seems to be sustaining at about this level. We do, however, have a large amount of people wanting to build office buildings. So let's get rid of this road for the time being, just so that we can do this, so that we can get this properly gridded up over here. And we'll go ahead and give them the go-ahead to make this into offices. So connect that there, and then connect that in. Fantastic. And then assuming we don't have any slope too steep issues over here, that can just all connect straight up. Excellent. Okay. Now I'm not going to zone this area out here because I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do with it yet. I might put in some on-ramps over there. We'll have to see. But for right now, we can have some seaside offices over here. There we go. As well as a bunch of offices over in this area. I'm just going to use the box select. Oh my, that is not the angle I was oh my. This is a better angle. There we go. We do not have water in here, so we'll need to run some of that in. That should do the trick. Okay, that should keep our industrial demand low for a little bit. We do have plenty of other blocks to develop, so that's not a concern. However, it is pretty much time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, I'm going to see if I can figure out a way to connect up this section over here. That's going to be rather exciting. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time. Hello.